Let's make a rainbow disco cowgirl bag charm. I don't have a red disco ball bead, so I'm using pink instead, which is close enough. Start with the head pin and slide on a disco ball bead in the cowgirl hat. Slide on a spacer bead and then you'll need a 1-step looper. Now put the wire through the looper and use your pliers to close the wire completely. And there's the first disco cowgirl. Now you're just going to repeat these steps with the other colors of the rainbow. So I'm using pink, orange, yellow, green, 2 shades of blue, and then purple. As a side note, make sure the head end of the pin is larger than 2 millimeters since the bead hole size is 2 millimeters. Also, the reason I add the spacer beads is because of the divots in the cowgirl hat. Without the spacer bead for extra stability, the disco ball bead and the cowgirl hat bead would move around a lot on the head pin. You're also more than welcome to loop the wire yourself instead of using a 1-step looper. Next up, you'll need some chain. I ended up measuring 10.5 inches, but you can always use more or less depending on the size of the bag you're using. Now you'll need to find the center of the chain. Using a 6 millimeter jump ring, add the middle disco cowgirl bead to the center link. I did this first because I found it easier to measure the distance needed between each one. Now add the rest of the disco cowgirl beads to the chain with jump rings. I had about 6 links between each bead, which made up to about 1.25 inches. Now here's what the chain looks like. Next you'll need about 2 9 or 10 millimeter jump rings and 2 hinged closures. Open a jump ring, add one end of the chain in a hinged closure, and then close it with your pliers. Then repeat these steps with the other end of the chain. And here's your finished rainbow disco cowgirl bag charm.